Hey guys, so goals are great. They serve as those markers in the future that help us to focus our vision, our resources, our efforts into striving towards achieving that singular objective. And more than that, goals can also serve as those milestones along the journey that help us to remember how far we've necessarily come, and also to help us to remember to just celebrate those small wins along our journey. But while goals are great and goal setting can be great, striving towards achieving those goals, struggling along the journey to achieve those goals can be something that's necessarily a little bit tougher. And so in today's episode, I really just wanted to take this time to share across with you guys the one goal that I've set for myself, that I've previously set for myself, that I'm currently striving towards achieving, struggling but still striving towards achieving it. And also two goals that I want to set for myself moving forward as 2021 sort of winds down, and also seeing as we're already now in fact in October itself. And hopefully for those of you who have set either similar goals to mine, or even goals, or even your own specific unique goals and milestones that you want to achieve by the end of the year, then let me know in the comments, and let's definitely work together and support each other and encourage each other as we work towards achieving these goals by the end of the year. Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is John. If this is your very first episode, and especially if you are new to the channel, then just a huge shout out to you, a huge welcome to you. And to let you know a little bit about myself and what I basically do on this channel is essentially I am a full-time brand marketeer. It's actually my first full-time job since I've graduated. And so while I do that over the weekdays, while I help to care for the growth as well as the health of the brand basically, over the weekends, I manage this YouTube channel where I share across on the triumphs and challenges of my work, the joys of weekends and hobbies, and hopefully just anything else that I might stumble across that hopefully helps to add value to both your own as well as my own life. And so especially for those of you who are in university, still studying, or even just graduated and are basically young professionals trying to make your way through this world, then basically, I really do hope that the content that I'm able to produce on this channel would help to just add that extra value towards your life, help you in your journey, whatever that journey might necessarily look like. And so if you guys enjoy the content that you do see on this channel, then definitely do consider leaving a like, subscribing, or letting me know even in the comments what kind of content you'd like to see more from me in the future. Okay, so onwards to the topic of today's episode. I mentioned right at the start that I had three goals in mind, and so while to start off with the first goal, the one that I have already set for myself, I'm not sure if this was necessarily a very explicit goal that I had established for myself, but it's definitely been something that I've at least been keeping in the back of my head over the last few weeks. And that goal is to specifically launch one YouTube video each week. And in regards to how I set this goal for myself, I was actually inspired. If you guys haven't heard of him, his name is Ali Abdaal. So he's a productivity YouTuber actually, and I came across him I guess just a few months ago actually, and just listening to his story, listening to his journey himself, he mentioned that YouTube was basically the best thing that he ever undertook, the best thing that ever happened to him. And in listening to him, I was just inspired to create my own YouTube channel, to share my own experiences and creating value for people basically. And so in listening to his advice on how to get started with YouTube, he basically advises people to stick to at least releasing one video a week, to put in that initial effort to discipline yourself to keeping to that schedule. And so over the last 8 or 9 weeks for now, I've been able to do that. It's definitely not always been easy, but it's one that I've been able to do. I'm glad that I've been able to stick to that one video a week schedule, and it's definitely a routine that I want to maintain for at least up until the end of the year itself. And so if some of you out there are also content creators, if some of you are also just getting started on YouTube, then definitely let me know in the comments what kinds of content you guys are producing, what kinds of value you guys are trying to create for your communities. And definitely let's strive together, let's struggle together towards maintaining that discipline, towards growing, towards putting in the effort to grow our channels. Okay, and so if the first goal of mine is basically to work on my YouTube channel and to maintain and stick to that discipline of posting one video per week, then the first of the other two goals is actually simply to exercise twice a week. And so why I wanted to actually set this goal for myself is because one thing I definitely noticed as I entered working full-time basically is that exercising and getting in exercise time, it can definitely be a struggle, it can definitely be a challenge, because after you've basically finished working the entire day, it can sometimes just be a little bit exhausting to think about just putting in and carving out that additional time just to exercise. But at the same time, I know that that's something that I need to do for myself, either after work, before work, or maybe even over the weekends, if I'm just to be able to maintain just my overall physical health. And especially when I noticed that I was starting to gain a few kilograms after I started working about 6 months ago. This is definitely a goal I just want to set for myself, to exercise twice a week and to try to stick that schedule just so that I'm able to improve my overall physical health. The third and final goal that I want to set for myself moving forward ties back into helping me grow this overall YouTube channel, and that's basically to read one book at least per month. And so I'm not sure about you guys. I'm not sure for some of you out there, perhaps you guys read like one book a week. But for me, what I've also noticed since I've begun working, or even before that actually, but one thing I noticed about myself is that I feel like I'm getting a little bit lazy, a little bit unproductive over the weekends, in the sense that it's sometimes a bit of a struggle to force myself and discipline myself to pick up that book and to read. But one thing that I also realized is that one of the things that I want to do on this channel is basically to be able to read books and to share my thoughts, my learnings, my own reflections on these books with you guys. And if I don't discipline myself towards picking up these books and towards reading them, then that's not then that's one less source of value that I'm going to be able to provide to you guys out there. And so definitely, I think as to the final goal that I want to just set for myself moving forward till 2021 winds down, it's basically to just discipline myself to pick up a book, to read it. And that's it. Those are basically the 3 goals that I want to just personally set for myself moving forward as 2021 winds to a close. Specifically to release at least one YouTube video a week, just to focus on growing this channel up, and to specifically work on improving my physical well-being by ensuring that I exercise at least twice a week. And to number 3, to discipline myself in reading and picking up a book and reading at least one book a month, just so that I can continue to basically upskill myself, and to also create and provide the additional value for you guys out there as well. But definitely let me know in the comments what goals you guys are personally working on in your own lives, what sorts of milestones you guys are striving towards achieving, and also the strategies, if any, that you guys have been implementing, which have been helping you on that journey itself. Other than that, you guys, that's it for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed the content that you saw today, definitely do consider leaving a like, letting me know in the comments what sorts of videos, what sorts of content you guys will want to see in the future. And if you guys want to see more content from me in the future, then definitely do consider subscribing and turning on your notifications so that you'll know whenever I release a new video, which I plan, of course, to do on a weekly basis every weekend itself. Other than that, you guys take care, have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next one.